So I went through five recessions. Out of five, three, I knew what I was doing. The other two, I was probably just like most people right now watching Netflix till the eye drop.
Maybe we can hear a little bit more about your businesses. You started at 1997 on your first co-founded business, and then you grew up to 80 plus business, and including some of the listed companies. Maybe you can share a little bit about your growth, your journey, your history. We can all learn something from there too.
I'm not sure we got so much time for that, but
We have. Don't worry. All people are eager to hear.
I think I'll give you the long and short of it.
Yeah.
Try not to pick someone you want to become, because then it becomes a very be the best person that you can become. Because I personally believe right now, after going through that whole cycle or many cycles, so I went through five recessions. Out of five, three, I knew what I was doing. The other two, I was probably just like most people right now watching Netflix till the eye drop, or just starting crazy, just eating and probably having a ball over time. So most of my friends right now are they're actually having what we call champagne nights. They're opening champagnes at 8:30 every night, and we drink together like this, and then they probably have caviar, they have sushis, and they're just enjoying. They invested their house, probably maybe $5 to $10 million house. They've never probably sat in it for so long. They bought the massage chairs. They haven't sat in it for so long. They've got a nice bed, but they haven't slept in it for so long. So most of those are actually taking advantage and just taking a break, which I feel, my opinion, right, is that this is the critical time. I'll give you a snapshot, because in 2001 was the time that I made my first multi-million dollar business. It was by luck, truly, because it was actually the dot-com bubble burst, right? The dot-com bubble burst. And what happened was nobody wanted to go online.
Right.
Today, nobody want to go outside, right? But at that time, nobody dared to go online. At that time, my online was still the dial-up modem. I don't know, is it same age as you or not? Because yours is like...
I know that time. I know that time. Right? Yeah. I love that sound.
So mine was a dial-up time, and literally, it was a dot-com bubble. And I thought, what business could I do? Literally. Right. So long and short of it was, I love to just explore. I was very curious as a child, and also afraid that because my mother passed away in 2001 due to a breast cancer. She had a double mastectomy. That means both her breasts had cancer. The doctor didn't do a good job. It spread to her second. She did both, but then it jumped to her spine. So so I was doing my master's, going to do my PhD. And what happens was my dad said, come home. And the doctor said 3 months to live. Your mother had 3 months to live. That's it. And I saw my dad actually spend all his money, literally all his money, on curing her, nursing her to health, because she had 3 months to live, right? Bless her soul, my mother lived for 6.5 years. Yeah, 6.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. After the third year, my dad said, I think this is enough. This chemotherapy, we've been to see the Bomo, we have seen the Sensei, we have seen the Chinese, Malay, Indian, and all the time. We've seen all the money we spent. And we realized after the third year that 50% of the battle that she was fighting, cancer at the time, was actually in her mind. Because people came in from the US, research her. Actually, what is her nutrition routine? What is her daily intake? Does she exercise? Does she meditate? And then my dad, after the third year, said, this is not a life. Because she was going in and out of hospitals. I was going in from all the hospitals, from Gleneagles, Asunta, Pantai. I was famous there because I was staying there. Everyone knew me, I've been there literally. And I realized then from then, the biggest lesson I learned was your mind. 50% of any battle that you want to fight in life right now is actually the mind. So 50%. So my mother actually told me was, if you really want to be someone, you have to have control of your mind. So the question number one is, a strategy to run your business right now is do you have control of the mind, or is the mind controlling you? That's the first question, right? Which one is it? So I would like to say, for business owners, entrepreneurs, regardless of size right now, number one question I ask all of them is this: where is your heart? Now is the time to ask your business, if it closed down, will people really cry?
Right.
Right. Because when Steve Jobs passed away, the world literally stopped for 1 hour, silence, literally silence. Not because he's great, but because he left a legacy so profound that all our lives were affected. So right now in your company, what's the real purpose of your business? So I always say, start with the heart. The heart is very simple. It's a yes, no answer. It's a yes or a no answer, the heart. The brain, 50 shades of gray, or all sorts of answers will come out. Right? So the heart is basically fear. The emotion of fear is in the heart, but the emotion of greed is in the mind. But only when your heart and your mind is aligned, then and only then you have what we call clarity. And only when you have clarity will you able to make better decisions and set better strategies in running your business, especially in times of crisis. Because when emotions are really high in crisis, our intelligence are very
Low. Yeah. That's right.
super
That's right.
low. We got no sense.